and throughout the world. It's football time in Tennessee.
Coming to the far sideline, down to the 45 to the 40, 35-30. Is there a flag on the play? I don't see one. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Tennessee scores!
Yeah, the sun's burning fog off the Tennessee. The Vol Navy's making waves, and it's orange they bleed. Vol Nation's tailgating, and they're raring to go. Yeah, when Neyland gets to rocking, it's a hell of a show. And man, you won't believe.
What's up, y'all? Vawls Deep Podcast, episode 23, officially underway. The Tennessee Volunteers finish their season 10-2 overall, 6-2 in the conference. Let's recap 2024, shall we? College World Series champions, Elite Eight in basketball, college football playoff appearance. Still got a long ways to go there, but nobody does it better.
We in. We are in.
We better be.
I said it's great to be a Tennessee Vol.
We're in. I'm not happy with the spot, but we're in.
Yeah, definitely not happy with the spot. We'll talk more about that
Yes, we're going to.
as the show goes on. Playoff rankings and seeding has been revealed. A lot of drama to talk about. A lot of drama still left to unfold. It's going to be a great show. As always, we're live tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. For our new TikTok listeners, if you don't like this view, the behind-the-scenes view, look us up on Facebook or YouTube under Vawls Deep Podcast. There you'll get to see the commercials and the different views throughout the show. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors. VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, 865 Exterior Solutions, Hound Dogs, Knoxville, Tennessee Trends, Freedom Motors, and the Vol Navy. All the gears that make the show go around. We'll talk about them more throughout the show individually, but always love to give them some love at the very beginning of the show.
Absolutely, and we're already looking for new sponsors for Season 3 or just individual shows and segments. So message to Vol Daddy or any of us for more details on how you, too, can get Vols Deep.
Let's do it, baby. Let's get Vols Deep.
Yeah.
The college football loser punishment. Josh has let not only us down, but he's let you down as well.
Josh.
I ain't enough time in the day, man. I'll get there, I promise.
Listen, he's picking out a bride, so.
Can't rush love.
Can't rush love, man.
It's definitely one of our most popular segments. He was supposed to propose to a stranger at Waffle House.
Video is to come, I promise. Just give me a little bit.
So he got to pay interest, or what we thinking?
It's a tough punishment. It's going to take some time. So I think as long as he comes through, I think we should let him skirt on this one.
Spanky might not like that.
No.
Spanky had to pay
Well,
interest.
see, Spanky had to pay interest because he 3 weeks.
Hey, my dads are cleared. Shut up.
Yeah, now they are.
Who will be the loser tonight
I don't
for our
wanna talk
football
about
pick'ems?
I don't want to talk about it.
Who must dip into the cup of punishments? Could it be Josh for the third straight time?
God, I hope not.
No, you're safe.
Okay.
We'll reveal the loser later in the show.
I just want to ask, don't get me canceled again.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, can't get canceled. Gotta be good, Spur. We'll also reveal the listener winner from our Vawls Deep podcast page. That person will win a $25 gift card to Hound Dogs and some other cool stuff from the Vol Navy as well. Let's check the comment box and see what's going on. Cole says, F Ohio State.
That's right.
Absolutely. Cole.
Give them to us anytime, anywhere. Vols by 90.
I agree.
I like it. Kimberly says, hey, guys, go Big Orange. JC does not like Bama. Does not like ESPN.
I will say, if we do end up going to Ohio State, it'll probably be cheaper for a lot of Tennessee fans to go there than it would be to go to Neyland.
Yeah. $1,000 tickets in Knoxville, $200 tickets in Columbus.
Jesse says, I'm happy with the playoff selection at home. That would be the idea, but we the lone SEC team on our side of the bracket. It worked out pretty well for the baseballs. Yeah, it's going to change again. We'll see what happens. Robert says, any surprises in recruiting? We picked up 3 we weren't supposed to. We're not going to get real deep into recruiting. We're going to kind of wait and see who all we get before we have a show on that.
And we're going to have a big show just about recruiting, I'm sure. At least a long segment about it.
Yeah.
So we get detailed information.
Let's go over to TikTok. It's not working for me. There it is, 3.5 thousand likes already. Y'all are awesome.
Keep them coming, TikTok.
We got some
way up
elephants.
from the sky.
We got some elephants in the comments. Miles says SEC recognizes Tennessee as UT.
Yes,
That's
they
right.
do.
That's right.
That's officially recognized, too.
TikTok, the ones that are listening that don't normally listen, you all kind of get the back seat to the main show. So stick in there with us. We always come to TikTok and read the comments, but
You'll have fun with us during commercials.
yeah, you'll have fun during commercials, unfiltered during the commercials.
Very unfiltered.
Let's give a big shout out to our friend, Involved for Life, Stephen Hensley. Stephen is both realtor and insurance broker. He can help answer any questions you have about real estate. What's the market doing? Is it a good time to buy or sell? What's your home worth? Do you need to make improvements or repairs to get the most money? As an insurance brokerage, he can shop your home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle renters, landlord, Airbnb, you name it, he can do it. Text or call Stephen anytime, 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. If we don't see your comment, feel free to send it as many times as necessary. We love to hear from our listeners. Let's get Vawls deep into our news and notes. We'll go ahead and start with the coaches poll. Tennessee comes in at number 6. You're going to have Oregon at 1, Texas at 2, Penn State at 3, Notre Dame at 4, Georgia at 5, the Vols at 6, 7, SMU, 8, Ohio State. It's very important right there. 9, Indiana, 10, Boise State. That's the coaches poll. Tennessee is also number 6 in the AP poll, also ahead of Ohio State as well. I have to mention that again, you know. We'll go ahead and dive right in to the
Go for it.
To the
That's
AP.
the one that matters anyway.
playoff committee poll. All right, number 1 ranked, number 1 seed, you've got the Oregon Ducks.
I don't think
No
that's
question.
I don't think it changes after this weekend either.
I don't either. Yeah, no arguments here from us. Number 2 ranked, number 2 seed, you're going to have Texas.
That's
Go ahead.
That's where they belong right now.
Yeah, we made our feelings clear about Mexis. Horns down, but we are pulling for you this weekend.
Yeah.
And we're not doing our picks right now. We're just discussing. We'll do our picks later in the show. But I think we're all pulling for Texas.
We are pulling for Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
As painful as that sounds.
It's painful
We
either
will
way.
concede the SEC championship to you, Texas.
We hope the orange team wins on Sunday.
Orange team ain't playing. There's a brown team playing.
No, well.
Let's
Orange
go
and brown.
North Mexico. Keep going, Ball Daddy.
There is a brown team playing though. That's a good
There
point. Number 3 ranked, number 5 seed, you're going to have Penn State. Have they beat anyone over 500 yet?
Illinois is their best win.
Okay, just checking in.
Yeah.
Go Ducks.
Whack, whack.
Quack, quack. Number 4 ranked, number 6 seed, Notre Dame.
They played well recently.
It's pathetic they ain't even playing this weekend. And
Join the conference, cowards.
Yeah, Tennessee, I made a Facebook post about this, but Tennessee should go independent and play Notre Dame's schedule.
yeah, might as well.
I mean, but the committee wouldn't let us in because we didn't play nobody.
I'm convinced strength of schedule and strength of record does not matter anymore.
It hasn't mattered this year, at least not here in the end.
And don't get me wrong, I do think Notre Dame is good,
Well-
but damn, like,
Well, it hasn't mattered to teams that's got money. It's
Yeah.
mattered to teams like Army, who's
Yeah.
only got 1 loss, but can't get in. But if you're Notre Dame, hey.
Like you said, they've looked good in the last few weeks, but who they played?
next you're going to have number 5 ranked, number 7 seed, Georgia.
All right. Georgia was literally 1 play away from losing to unranked Georgia Tech. They took them 8 overtimes to beat them, and they move up 2 spots. It makes no sense to me. should they? I don't know. I guess you got to move past Ohio State if you're them. But for them
How
to be
many
number
spots
5,
did we go down after beating Florida?
What, 3 spots?
3. 3 or 4, yeah. It don't make no sense. It's not made sense all year. I don't know what they're looking for.
I'll tell you what it tells me. By them moving on to the number 5 slot, that locks them in for a home game, I believe, if they lose the SEC championship. I think that's what they're telling us there.
I know what they're doing, and I think everybody. And what they're doing is they're letting us grab the bait. This is what they're doing. They know that last week's rankings didn't matter. The week before that, it didn't matter. Week before that, it don't matter. They're doing this to get people like us talking, to get everybody on Twitter talking, everybody get buzzed, so then everybody watches these football games. Then it creates viewerships, it creates money. That's why they do it. It's all a big work. That's what these early ones
very
are.
well be.
It's a big work to get people like us pissed off because we're pissed off about Georgia and we're pissed off about Alabama. That's why they're doing it, because they want to hear us talking, and they will get it right this Sunday. And once they get it right, then my fact will be proven that that's all they're doing. They're just trying to get us pissed off and us to talk about
Well, we're certainly talking about it.
Because why else would you talk about rankings of a playoffs if it ain't going to happen just yet?
Yeah,
Like, why? That's what all this is sparked, okay? It's just sparking conversation. It's sparking money. It's sparking viewership, everything. That's what
it is all hypothetical right now, Spanky. You make a valid point.
Oh, it's a television series.
It's definitely
It
a
really
series.
is. We look forward to it every week.
But at this point in time, you can't, if you're a committee, put Tennessee above Ohio State.
Spanky's earning some fans tonight.
Well, look, and
No,
here's
he's
the
not
thing.
wrong.
They know. The reason they did that, they've seen Vol Twitter.
Oh, yeah, they know.
They've seen Buckeye Twitter. Who's more ruthless? Vol Twitter, you disagree with them, they threaten to burn your house down and have sex with your wife.
Vol Twitter. Vol Twitter's undefeated, buddy.
Get me canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be around that kind of talk now. Come on.
Very good. I'm president of the youth club.
I agree with you, man. It's ridiculous that we have to sit here through this bull crap because Ohio State's name. It's their name. And they think, oh, well, they're going to bring money. We have a stadium over there that seats 102,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you think is going to be brought in by Tennessee fans?
Mm-hmm.
It baffles me, the stupidity of these, the Big Ten committee or college playoff committee, whatever you want to call them.
I think it's because, just like you just said, they're Big Ten people. They don't know no better. When was the last time? Has Ohio State ever come to Neyland?
Here's the reality, guys. Here's what I think is going to happen. I'll just be honest with you. I think when Oregon throttles Penn State this week, they're going to drop Penn State below Tennessee, and they want a Big Ten team to be able to host a playoff game, and that's why Ohio State's where they're at.
Did y'all see Penn
That's what I think's
State's
about to happen.
percentage to win the conference championship game?
No, I did not.
I can tell you what it is now.
It is. Penn State's percentage to win is they have a 54% chance to beat Oregon. And Oregon has a 40-something% chance to win. That blows my mind.
Did you see how much tickets are to the Big Ten championship game?
No, how much are they?
$12.
Really?
You can buy a ticket for $12. All upper deck tickets are under $20.
What about the SEC championship?
Yeah, you might as well take out a
1,200.
car loan.
Carlo.
Yeah.
Sign over the title and deed to your house and everything
Sell your
else.
kid and your kidney at the same time.
All right, let's hit number 6 ranked, number 8 seed, Ohio State.
Trash.
I think we already hit them.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
already-
like we've done hit the
I
hammer
think
on the nail
Michigan hit
there.
them a time or two last week, too.
How many times has the committee went against the AP poll so far in their rankings?
0 until this week.
Now, let's just talk about
Because
Ohio
they
State.
saw you post it.
Let's just talk about Ohio State. They got maced on their field literally after the game Saturday against Michigan.
Well, Ohio State didn't
I
get
guarantee
maced.
you. Yeah, they did. I seen
Michigan
that too.
got
Both got
maced.
maced.
Yeah, well,
I guarantee you they ain't going to have any suspensions come playoff time.
no, and that's wild, man. It's just you got your ass kicked on the field, and
You don't like someone planting their flag on your field? Here, do something about it.
do something about
Win.
it between the 4 quarters.
And this is off topic, but their coach, Ryan Day's spineless. I saw a video. He literally just stood
He's
there
a
and
coward.
watched it happen.
That's their
Spineless.
second loss at home, by the way.
What do you think Heupel would have done?
Oh, I've been in there swinging haymakers too. He'd have had that fist cocked all
Oh,
the
Bobby
way
Hill,
back.
that's my
But
purse.
but again, we just said the team I want to play the playoffs right now is Ohio State because they are down. The fans want the coach gone, so we go to Ohio State. If we had to go on the road to Columbus, Ohio, and we take 15,000 Vawls fans, we're going to take that stadium over just like we did LSU.
Yeah. I think it'd be a lot more than 15,000. I'm just going to be honest with you.
It's going to be hard to get tickets.
Yeah, the AP poll has pretty much matched. It's pretty much aligned every single week until now. Let's also note that Miami dropped more spots after losing to an 8-3 team on the road than Ohio State did, losing to a 6-5 team at home as a 21-point favorite.
On senior night.
They'll say, oh, it's a rivalry.
21-point favorite.
You got to win something for it to be a rivalry is what we've always been told.
Well,
Yeah.
that being said, you're fixing to get to number 11 here in a few minutes, and got a few things to say about them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee dropped the same amount of spots after beating Florida as Ohio State did after losing to 6-5 Michigan at home.
That's insane.
Blasphemy.
The College Football Committee, full of Big Ten bias, man. It's embarrassing. It disrespects the sport. It discredits the committee. I think no committee member, especially the chairman, should be employed by a university.
Especially not a Power 5 school.
Exactly.
Power 4 now, but whatever. You know what I mean.
Hey, Pac-12's on the rise.
Was it you that had the idea of, the Division II school?
I would love to see Division II athletic directors be in charge of the committee.
It's somebody that's unbiased, man.
But then again, when there's this much money involved, you know as well as I do, boys, follow the money. When there's money involved, there's talk involved.
I hate to break it to everybody, and I know this ain't really a popular opinion, but money rules the world. It does. Money controls all things, and people can say, "Oh no, morals and how people handle themselves should." No, it's money. Without money, this world does not spin. Without money, this world does not turn on the lights and turn them back off. It's all about the high dollar.
Yeah, I have a list. I posted this earlier, a deep dive into what the College Football Committee has done when teams have lost. When Georgia lost to Ole Miss on the road, they dropped Georgia 9 spots. When Miami lost to Georgia Tech on the road, they dropped 5 spots. Georgia drops none in 8 overtimes, like we already mentioned. Miami lost to Georgia Tech. Miami lost to Syracuse on the road. That was a 6-spot drop. Alabama lost to Oklahoma. That was 6 spots. LSU lost to Florida on the road, 7 spots. Iowa State lost to Kansas. That's 9 spots. Pitt lost to SMU, 7 spots. BYU lost to Kansas, 8 spots. Kansas State lost to Arizona State, 10 spots. Tulane lost to Memphis, 8 spots. Ohio State at home, 21-point favorite, loses to 6-5 Michigan. They drop 4 spots.
There's still time to do what's right, committee. As long as Oregon beats Penn State the way they should, drop Penn State to number 8, put us above them, and it would bring Penn State to Neyland Stadium. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, let's hit number 7 ranked, number 9 seed, Tennessee.
What else we need to say here?
Yeah, we've said enough about it.
Yeah.
Let's just quote Josh Heupel today from his press conference then. He said, if you're not in the mindset going into this thing of anyone, anytime, anywhere, then you're just there to have a cup of coffee anyway. Yeah. This is a highly competitive group. We will play where we play. We'll play who we play. Let's go put the ball down. That's
right.
That's Josh Heupel.
I love it.
And see, that's the football mindset of it, and that's the coach speak of it, and that's the player speak, and that should be their mindset of it. We can throw our hands at the sky and all that stuff and be upset about it, but to them, they just got to focus on you and just play ball.
It's the same game. It doesn't matter if it's in Oregon. It doesn't matter if it's in Neyland. It's the same game on the field. So it does mean something more to these fans, though, that deserve a playoff game in Neyland Stadium.
Yeah,
Home field advantage would be nice, but I agree.
If 6-5 Michigan can beat them up there,
Yeah.
I have no concerns.
I want to go to Columbus right now. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Where we going? When we going?
Well, you can go ahead and go.
Hey, can we do a live show for Columbus? Can we do a live show for Columbus?
Yeah, I was really wanting to do one on the water, but we can do one wherever.
Do one on the snow.
We can do one wherever. We'll hit the comment box here in a minute. We're gonna continue this. Number 8 ranked, number 3 seed, SMU. I don't like the conference bye rule. I think I've already mentioned that a lot, but no issues with SMU.
SMU's got a shot of getting out by losing, and it's crazy to me that a number 17th ranked team can get a first round bye and just bam, just like that.
Yep.
Well, I think we'll talk about it again here in a minute.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have number 9 ranked, number 10 seed Indiana. I think they're gonna get curb stomped by anyone in the top 12 aside from maybe Boise State.
They're terrible, man.
They're fixing to feed Notre Dame to Indiana to Notre Dame is what they're about to do.
Back in the old days, they used to sacrifice lambs, and I believe that's what Indiana is about to have. They're about to be
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, someone's got to get their hind end kicked on television just to prove they didn't belong.
Either Georgia, Texas, or Notre Dame is going to be fed Indiana.
Number 10 ranked, number 4 seed Boise State. I think they're a one-trick pony. Again, I think the bye is bullshit. The top 4 teams should get the byes, not participation trophies for the conferences. Number 11 ranked, number 11 seed, the Crimson Tide, baby, of Alabama.
Somebody explain to me.
Why are we even surprised?
What did I say earlier?
I'm not surprised, man. It's the logo.
Yep, it's name recognition.
It is the logo, and I don't know how. I don't know why a 3-loss team is even in contention. If we lost 3 games, we'd be ranked 17, 18 somewhere, not even a chance.
No, if it wasn't for the name, the logo, we would see South Carolina, Ole Miss, Miami.
24-3 against 1-5 in the SEC Oklahoma at the time.
When was the last time Oklahoma held somebody to 3 points?
Well, Oklahoma's defense was decent, but they didn't look good all year long as far as a team.
Just like Josh said, and just like kind of what I said earlier, they know it's the logo. They know it's Alabama. It means something. Alabama is the LeBron James of college football. Anytime there is something posted on ESPN, it's always going to affect LeBron James's legacy, and it's always going to affect Alabama's legacy. How is Alabama going to recover from not being in the playoffs? Well, looks like they've got them in, and
we'll never know because they're in there.
I'd love to see Alabama play Indiana and Indiana beat them. Honestly, that'd make my heart feel a little good.
Then you've got number 15 ranked, number 12 seed Arizona State. We'll see. Again, I believe it should be top 12, but honestly, personally, I would have no issues pulling for the Sun Devils.
No, I wouldn't either, man. You know, they've done what they need to all year. They've won games. Power 5 conference. You win it, you're in.
Let's hit the comment box real quick. There's a bunch rolling in. Why is Spanky sitting on the right? Michael says.
I've sat here every week.
Actually, Josh used to be on the right.
It was where we reversed the table.
Yeah.
Jordan says Oklahoma is a quality win now. It wasn't until they spanked Alabama.
Florida's a quality win now too.
It was the same thing with Arkansas. Arkansas was a bad loss for us.
Good win for
but
Texas.
Then whenever Texas beat them, that was Texas' greatest win.
Mm-hmm.
I bet Michigan's a good win for Ohio State now. Or a good loss.
I'd like to get Bama at home. Justin says again. If Clemson wins this weekend, are they in? Yep, the conference champion will get in from.
Not only are they in, they probably get a bye.
Yep. Let's see if I'm missing them. Bradley says because Herbie and Fowler love to call Bama games. They do get off on it. Michael says, are y'all more pissed about having to possibly play on the road or Bama being in?
Bama being in.
Bama being in.
I want to play at home for selfish reasons. All I want to do is win, though, in reality. So.
Just win, baby.
Yep.
Trista says, don't be pee on yourself, Spanky.
Hey, you ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
If we missed your there's a lot of them. I'm sure I missed them. Let me know. I'm going to move over to TikTok.
I got to say a quick shout-out to Zach Lambert listening to us for the first time. So, welcome, Zach. He's from Oneida.
We appreciate that very much. 12.8 thousand likes on TikTok. The comments are still, I can't even see them. They're coming so fast.
Pouring in.
That's what she said.
I'm trash. Is how did y'all lose to Arkansas?
Happens, boys.
We didn't score as many points as Arkansas did.
Yeah, they scored more than us.
That was how long ago? 3 months ago?
That was in September. That we're not supposed to be even talking about. Or was it
Oh,
October?
man. That was a great comment from a guy with 3 followers. Good job. I am trash. Yes,
I am
you
trash.
are. Oh, you got 2 followers. Never mind. They must have unfollowed you for that dumb comment.
Poncho says, how healthy is Tennessee defense trying to? I think we're pretty healthy aside from Keenan Peely.
Oh, Elijah Simmons. Have we heard anything about him?
I haven't heard nothing about Simmons. Pierce hurt his hand, but I think he'll be all right.
Well, and then, of course, we're going to be talking about the injury front coming up here next few weeks. We don't know any of the statuses of any of the guys that was possibly injured late in the game at Vanderbilt, like Dylan Sampson.
It's a good thing we got a 3-week break coming up, huh?
Yeah. And I can tell you, don't expect anything from Coach Heupel about it either.
No.
He's not going to say a word.
He ain't going to say a word.
Especially, let's just, and I'm being hypothetical, if Dylan Sampson was injured severely, Heupel's not going to let the playoff committee know that.
Absolutely not. They'll take us out.
Yep. Ask Florida State.
Yeah. Yeah, I think every team learned a little bit of something last year when it comes to injuries. Robin Shelton says, "Go Gators!" Yeah, too
Gross.
bad they don't have an NIT, Robin, for football.
Are the Gators going to stay at home in the Gator Bowl?
They might squeeze in. I don't know. I don't know. Proud of you, Robin.
They
They get that Independence Bowl, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll
here's
say
your trip
this.
to Birmingham.
I'll say this. I'm happy for Florida.
Spanky.
Of course you are,
Don't
Spanky.
They
even.
get to keep Billy Napier, guys.
That is
I'm
true.
happy about that, too.
Hey,
That's
Florida's
true.
going to be decent next year.
Yeah,
They are.
DJ Lagway scares
They
me.
are. They're going to be good.
they stole one of our best recruits today. Tennessee running back Khalifa Keith has entered the transfer portal, as well as Tennessee lineman Vyson Lang.
I wish them both well.
Yeah.
I can't fault Khalifa Keith. He looked good, the time we've seen him, but he's going to be behind 3 to 4 very, very good backs.
Yeah.
He's just going to
Yeah.
get some playing time. Can't blame a kid for that.
He's going to go start somewhere like Nevada or somewhere like that, man. You know,
Boise.
I do hate it for that he wants to go out that way. I especially will hate it though if something happens to some other guys and he goes somewhere and doesn't get to start there too, and then we have some openings here instead of just grinding it out and finishing like the old-fashioned way. But no, I guess that's the day and age we live in
But no,
now.
Vince-
So
What if he's leaving because Sampson's coming back?
It could be.
I'm bricked up now.
I thought the same thing.
gosh, you want to get
Oh.
him in trouble?
Oh yeah.
The
Don't say
Vincent
that.
Lane.
Don't say that, Spur.
I didn't say it. I got to be careful here, boys. The Vincent Lane departure though could be troublesome because he's our backup center right now. So I don't know what we have coming in next year as far as center goes because going to replace Cooper Mays.
I mean, we was going to have to replace Cooper regardless, but, it's a deep room. That running back room is, man. Turn around and hand the ball off. Somebody back there is going to make a play. Somebody in that room is going to make a play.
Let's continue news and notes. Andre Carrick has been named as SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week for his performance versus Vandy.
He had a really good game.
Yeah, it's
Very good game.
It's the first time we've really talked about Carrick. Some individual players are oftentimes gone unnoticed, but this entire offensive line played fairly well, minus some penalties and some dumb things that just still need to be corrected. Nico was comfortable in the pocket. We'll need 4 more performances like that to get to where we want to be.
He was very physical last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical.
Nico has received SEC Freshman of the Week honors. This is at least maybe 5 for him, at least number
5
4.
or 6,
Yeah, so congrats, Nico. Nico was also on the Davy O'Brien Great 8 award list. Speaking of Nico, he's the only freshman in Tennessee history to win double-digit games.
That's crazy to think. Out of all the quarterbacks come through here, man, and he's the one that's done it.
4 more this season.
We need 4 more.
He did good for somebody. Apparently, we needed to make a quarterback change too. So I guess he did pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think minus the first 5 minutes of the game, Nico was as good as we've seen him all year long this past week.
Yeah, it's like somebody's going to have to slap him or something before every game starts.
It's crazy what happens when time and development takes over. You know what, people?
Yeah.
It's crazy what happens. It's astonishing.
We need 4 more.
Dylan Sampson has finished his regular season first in these categories: rushing touchdowns. This is in the SEC. Running back touchdowns, rushing yards in SEC games, 100-yard rush games, rush yards per game, points scored, points per game, rushing attempts, all-purpose yards per game. Dylan Sampson has also broke multiple school records for touchdowns and yardage in a single season as well.
If you put those numbers in and you don't tell anybody who they play for, they're in the Heisman. He's in the Heisman race.
Yeah, this is going to go down as a single greatest season for a Tennessee running back. I really want to see him get a touchdown this week for all 12 games, but an 11-game streak is awesome. He deserves every award he's going to receive, and in a few that he's being snubbed for.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Dylan Sampson. Come back for one more.
Yeah.
We'll pay you more than you're going to make in the NFL.
Guaranteed.
Spurs says he will, personally.
For the second time in 3 years, Josh Heupel wins 10 regular season games. Philip Fulmer won five of these in 17 years. So he won 10 regular season games. General Nealon, also 5 in 21 years. They're the only coaches to do this. That's elite company. I'll also point out that General Nealon, it was very rare to play.
Yeah.
To play, 10 regular seasons then. So, in order to get 10 then, you had to play postseason. So
Yeah, but that stat alone should quiet some of the naysayers on Josh Heupel. Twice in 3 years. There's many more to come. I hope Josh Heupel's our coach for 20 more seasons.
As long as he keeps producing like he is, man, there ain't no reason he shouldn't be. We got the money to pay him, pay him.
Let's give Tim Banks a big shout-out. Let's go over the points his defense allowed this season by game. 3, 10, 0, 15, 19, 17, 17, 18, 14, 31, 0, 23.
And see, and those numbers are a little skewed there because his defense only gave up 3 to NC State because we threw a pick 6. And then the defense only gave up 16 or 17 against Vandy, however much it was.
Yeah, Tennessee's defense held their opponents under 20 points in 10 games this season. So it's the fewest allowed points from UT since 1999. They also held Vandy to their season low of 212 yards.
Yeah, as Josh was saying, let's be honest about Vandy's 23 points. 14 of those happened in the first 5 minutes of the game, 7 being on the opening kickoff, and then 7 more on a short field after a Dylan Sampson fumble. After that, we shut them down. Tim Banks is going to make some money next season somewhere. I hope it's here, but time will tell.
Let's hit some Tennessee basketball real quick. They're currently ranked number 3 in the country, baby. 8-0. That escalated very quickly, didn't it?
It sure
Woo!
did.
First time since 01, baby.
They looked really, really good last night.
Yes, they did.
Scary good.
Yeah, Kansas is at 1, Auburn 2, the Vawls at 3, Kentucky at 4, the basketball school behind us, Marquette at 5, Iowa State at 6, Gonzaga at 7, Purdue at 8, Duke 9, and Alabama at 10 is your AP top 10 right now.
I hate Purdue basketball, man. I every time.
They beat Syracuse 96-70 last night. As you all said, just pure dominance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a dominant performance against an ACC opponent. Do you know the SEC went 9-1 against the ACC yesterday in the SEC-ACC challenge? The only SEC team to lose, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I got to. I was going to give a big shout out.
I beat you to it.
A big shout out to Kentucky to being the only SEC team to lose in the SEC-ACC basketball challenge. The basketball school failed the SEC.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Man.
And Chaz Lanier has picked right up where Donk Connect has left off. There's been some people talking, is he better than Donk Connect? I don't know if I'm going to go that far yet, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
There's a lot of season left.
I'll tell you what, Rick Barnes has went in the transfer portal and done it again.
That dude is unreal.
If you don't have tickets to a men's basketball game this season, you better get them now because they're only going to go up from here.
You can either get them now or you could wait until a couple weeks till Spurs going to give away his Tennessee and Kentucky basketball
I do have a pair
tickets.
of Kentucky tickets to give away.
Man,
right here on this show.
I wonder where she's at.
Like you said, man.
Thanks, Edith.
I think you said this last night. But, if we get through Illinois, we could be undefeated going into SEC play. So, it's scary good right now, man.
Yeah, the Tennessee men will play Miami next on December 10th at Madison Square Garden, the Jimmy V Classic.
It might be a little bit unfair to the basketball team right now because all the focus is on football, and no one's really paying attention to this basketball team. I mean, we are, but we're not.
No, we will come.
We will.
January.
Let's hit women's basketball quickly. They're playing Florida State right now. We'll keep you updated.
They are up 79-77 with 17 seconds left.
Oh, it's turned into a close one.
Yeah, they get a 20-point lead.
91-87 now.
Okay. We'll try to keep you updated as that unfolds. Still undefeated as of now, finally getting some votes in the AP poll. Tennessee women are first in the nation in scoring offense, first in the nation in offensive rebounds per game, and first in the nation in steals per game. So hopefully they can keep that up. Let's thank our friend Amy Maxwell with Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothing, shoes, and accessories. Go check her stuff out at Hound Dogs Knoxville. You can't miss it. It's in the middle of the store. Sometimes it's outside of the store. If you want to stand out and look great and want your kids to stand out and look great, go check out Amy Maxwell's Tennessee Trends line out. Check her out on Facebook or inside of Hound Dogs Knoxville. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We'll upload the live video on our YouTube channel after the show. Also, the audio versions will be uploaded wherever you prefer to get your podcast. You can also rewatch on Facebook as well. We have a very long way to go. This show is just getting started. We look forward to hearing from all of our live listeners. Speaking of that, let's check the comment box on all platforms before we take a commercial.
Recognize Robin's comment. He said it twice in there.
What did he say?
He said something about us not having a Heisman winning quarterback. Well, it's probably about the same equivalent of Florida never having an undefeated season. So.
And Barrett has mentioned a transfer center from Harvard named Austin Gentile, who is the son of a Tennessee legend who's looking to come to Knoxville possibly. And the Lady Vawls just won 79-77.
Good deal.
So a big win because
Big win.
Florida State was undefeated coming into that game. I take that back.
They had one loss.
They had one loss. So Lady Vawls stay undefeated on the year.
6-0.
Tony says just picked up another commitment on TikTok. To let us know who that is. James says, how often are you on? We go once a week. Next year we're going to go up to two times a week.
Man, he said it a third time on here. We get it.
Right now it's tentatively every Wednesday at 8:30. So tune in or check our Facebook if we decide to change the date for various reasons. We may go live on location. We may do a special playoff show coming up. So.
Yeah, over 13,000 likes on TikTok. We appreciate y'all very much. Get us over 20. Get us over 20,000 if you love us. King Vol on YouTube says, feels good to be a Pick'em winner.
That would be Jared King, I believe. So
cool.
We'll mention your name here in a few minutes, Jared.
Cool. Eric B. Jones says, what's up? Zach Lambert, I'm from Oneida as well, Spur. Go Big Orange.
I said you're from Oneida, Zach Lambert.
No, this is Eric B. Jones.
Oh, Eric Jones. All right.
Tennessee Football 247 on YouTube says, I went to Tennessee and Syracuse men's basketball game last night. It was fire. Yeah, I was there as well. It was a good game.
I was supposed to be and ended up giving my tickets away. I was planning on going to a different basketball game, but maybe soon.
We got our first one. It took longer than I thought. We asked any update on David Sanders.
Nope. He's not signing today. That's all we know.
Yeah, that's all. Well, I've heard he has signed, but he's not turning the papers in.
The way I understand it, and this is speculation, so we'll just do the rumor. He's got a teammate is it a teammate or a family member, Valdetti, that's going to be signing at the same time. They're going to do a ceremony at the school.
Apparently the school only does one per season or whatever is what I was
So he's
told.
wanting to have a ceremony at his school for his actual official signing. I don't know.
That's fine as long as it has orange on.
All right. Thank you, Hound Dogs Knoxville, for sponsoring our podcast. This locally owned and operated Tennessee sports store is your go-to hometown store for all of your Tennessee needs, whether it be clothing, hats, accessories for your car, boat, office, tailgate, pets, even your kids. They have what you need at Hound Dogs. Check them out at hdknoxville.com. We'll be right back, y'all. We still have a lot to do, a lot to discuss. Please share this out to your friends. We appreciate you very much. We get to see Josh get punished for the third time in a row with the punishments.
Josh.
I'm just playing. You're safe this week, buddy.
I was about to say, what?
All right, we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Vol Daddy. I want to give a big shout out to the Fairview Union. Great musicians, local people. Chad's from my hometown. They were gracious enough to let us use their music for our podcast. Make sure you check them out. They're huge Tennessee fans. You won't be disappointed. Let's hear them play.
Man, you won't believe that roar when the boys find the checkerboard. The big orange is back. It's a fact. Volunteers, where you at? Get loud, staying proud. Send a message to the crowd. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back on track. Coach Hyper, where you at? Getting it done, having fun. Power team #1. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned car dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotorstn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling on down the line.
Skip your comment there, buddy. We are back. Make sure to check us out on all podcast platforms, wherever you prefer to listen. We are there. Our audio versions are very popular. We get to do it without any fees, thanks to our sponsors. We want to give a shout out to our friends at 865 Exterior Solutions. These guys can do it all: roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, doors. Matt Cole and Chandler Kite can handle any project you can throw at them. I know one thing, it's damn near impossible to find people who want to work these days. If you do find them, getting them to actually show up is a whole new ball game. Call 865 Exterior Solutions and cut through the BS. 865-399-3547 or 865-292-1772. Let them know the Vawls Deep podcast sent you. That brings us to start, bench, cut. Feel free to play along with us in the comments. Start, bench, cut. These teams, who would you put in the college football playoff? Alabama, South Carolina, Ole Miss.
Cut.
If that was the option, that would be great. Man, you put them in any order, it's still going to be right or wrong, however you look at it. I'm going to start Bama. I'm going to bench South Carolina. I'm going to cut Ole Miss. Simply because the head-to-head between Bama and South Carolina.
I'm not going to give a reason because we'll talk about it later. Start South Carolina, bench Alabama, cut Ole Miss.
I'm going to give a odd reason here, and I'm not going to go off of my morals of what I think the college football playoff should be, but I'm just going to go off of what I want it to be. I want this playoff to be madness, and I want different types of matchups that are kind of odd that you never see before. So I'm going to start South Carolina because there's just something about them. They're one of them teams on paper. It's like, okay, like what do I have to impress here? But then you get them on the field, and they perform. They really do. They've been in some good ball games. They almost beat Alabama this year.
They won 6 in a row.
And they're hot. And even though he's quacky as a duck on Thanksgiving, but you got to give it to Beamer. He's done a good job with them. But then I'm just going to cut Ole Miss. One, because I like Lane Kiffin, and I just don't think Alabama's there. Looking on the field play, Ole Miss looks better to me than Alabama.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to start South Carolina. I think they would beat both Alabama and Ole Miss right now. I'm going to bench Alabama, and I'm going to cut Ole Miss. That's my order.
You could have put that in any order, and you could argue it both ways.
Yep. Today is Jelly Roll's birthday. Start, bench, cut these Jelly Roll songs. Son of a sinner, save me, need a favor.
Josh is a big Jelly Roll fan. I'll let you take this one.
Happy birthday, big guy.
You look like Jelly.
I'm gonna start "Son of a Sinner." Man, these are all three great songs. I'm gonna bench "Need a Favor," and I'm gonna cut "Save Me," even though I don't want to cut any of them.
Well, he's close to being right. I start "Son of a Sinner," I'm benching "Save Me," and I cut "Need a Favor." Even though I like Josh, I don't want to cut any of these songs. They're all great. Jelly fantastic.
Spurs got the right order. What do you got, Spank?
I'm going to start "Need a Favor," and I'm going to bench "Son of a Sinner." And what was the third one? I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, Save. I like that one, but I'm just going to cut because I like the other two.
They're all three terrific songs. I mean, I don't know why you make me do this.
Start, bench, cut. Which Tennessee team will win a national championship first? Lady Vols basketball, Lady Vols softball, or Tennessee men basketball?
This is a tough question.
Very tough.
I'm going to go ahead and take this one, guys.
Go ahead.
I think because they're closest to doing it right now as we speak. Tennessee men's basketball, number 3 in the country right now, and they look to be pretty good. So it could be this year. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm going to bench Lady Vols softball. They've been a consistent top 10 team for however long Karen Leakey has been there, 35 years now?
Yeah.
She's got it going on. They lost quite a bit, though, coming into this year, so it's a little bit of a rebuild, but they're still going to be right there in the top 10. It's really hard to win a softball national championship.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's got that.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, that powerhouse team, and the College World Series is in their home field or home city anyway. And I'm going to cut Lady Vawls basketball because I think Kim Caldwell could get them there. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, that is the correct order. Right on the head.
My order's going to be I just think this men's basketball team, I think we're a better team this year than we were last year. As an overall better team, and just looking at the field of play, I think we got a good shot to win it all this year in basketball. Next, softball, they're hot. They're hot. And then I'm just going to cut women's basketball because this is her first year, and they're going to get there just by the style of points they're putting up and the way they're playing. I'm going to have to cut them just for now.
So all three of us have the same order.
Yep.
I'm going to start men's basketball, pulling hard for you, Barnes. But I'm going to bench Lady Vol basketball. I think Kim Caldwell's making strides, and I like her to win one before Vol softball. No hate, but I think they're at their ceiling right now. They're awesome, but there's just so many handful of elite teams that
It's hard. It's pretty hard to win the softball than it is baseball.
Probably.
Yeah, it's tough. Oklahoma and Texas, and then they. All right, start bench cut these holidays: Christmas, 4th of July, Thanksgiving.
Man, 4th of July is my Christmas. I love the 4th of July, man.
Amen.
I wake up and I'm ready to party.
I've seen that party.
Yeah. I'm going to bench Christmas, only because I can't put it right there next to 4th of July. And I'm going to cut Thanksgiving because, I like turkey, but.
Well, for me, start, even though it's not on the list, is my birthday. That's my favorite holiday of the whole year.
Nobody else cares about
it. But if I had to go, it's going to be 4th of July because I love hamburgers. I love hot dogs. I like swimming.
I
like playing kickball, and I like fireworks being shot at everybody, and everyone runs in fear. And then,
Kickball.
so I'm going to go with 4th of July. Then I'm going to cut Christmas. It's my second favorite holiday. It was even more better when I was a child.
More better.
More better.
Even though when I get older, that magic goes away. That's why I refuse to open Christmas presents on any other day other than Christmas. Because if you do it on any other day, that means Christmas is not Christmas, and it's supposed to have that magical feeling. And then I'm going to have to cut Thanksgiving because of obvious reasons.
You don't like turkey, that's why.
Man had a
Did he just have 2 cuts?
He did have cut. You cut Christmas.
He cut Christmas.
Cut Christmas and Thanksgiving.
He did just cut them all out.
Not bench Christmas, my bad.
Well, personally, my favorite holiday of the year is the 4th of July. I do the Gatlinburg 4th of July parade every year at midnight, and it's 225,000 people at stroke of midnight on the 4th of July, and it's a blast. Y'all should come with me this year. We'll have a great time, and then Josh, you can sleep for 2 hours, get up, party all night. I'm going to binge Christmas. I love Christmas for family reasons. It's become too commercialized for me. I like a simple Christmas. Just see my kids happy. That's all I really care about. And it's the reason for the season has kind of gone away some in the waysayers, so we need to remember what the reason for the season is and thank our good Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I'm going to cut Thanksgiving. I can have a good meal anytime with my family anytime. I don't need a holiday to tell me that, but I'm very thankful for the things we have.
Yeah, I'm going to start Christmas just because of the meaning. I'm going to bench 4th of July. God, it's tough, though. I love the 4th of July. I'm going to cut Thanksgiving.
You start both of them.
Start bench cut these current teams ranked ahead. Oh, sorry. Start bench cut these current teams inside of the college football playoff. Arizona State, Boise State, Indiana.
Golly. Start Arizona State, bench Boise State, cut Indiana.
I'm going to start Arizona State. We'll bench Boise, and we'll cut Indiana. I think Arizona State and Boise both would slaughter Indiana.
You know, me and Josh don't agree a whole lot on topics or anything, but I'm going to have to agree with him. He's got the perfect
Are you
order.
not agreeing with me, too?
I love you, brother, but he had a good order.
I had the same
It's the same order.
Oh, yeah.
It's like your halftime cheeseburger order.
I've
It
got-
stays the same, buddy.
I know I'm fighting in the duel.
I've got the same order as well. Let's hit the comment section real quick. Michael says Spurs nailed it. Jeff says Coach Kim is on fire in recruiting. Yes.
Yes, she is.
That's another good point to bring up about them winning one earlier than softball. Robin says none. We're not winning any national championships.
I know some baseball wasn't on that list.
Hey, I'm live on the air. I'll quit.
Everybody knows what would happen if baseball was on the list.
We know what
Matt Reeves says, "Go Dogs! We'll see y'all in the end." Spanky, do me a favor. If there's a puzzle piece on TikTok, slide that puzzle piece where it goes. Your bones, your legs. All right, I want to thank my friend Amy Maxwell of Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothing, shoes, and accessories. Go check out Amy's stuff at Hound Dogs Knoxville. You can't miss it. Check her out on Facebook as well. That's Tennessee Trends. Support her, support small business, and buy local.
Hey, Amy's got some great clothes.
She does.
Go to Hound Dogs, check out her line. It's right there inside the front door. She oftentimes has specials out on the sidewalk. I know when we were there for the live show, it was 25% off. So she's oftentimes at Hound Dogs. So if you see her there, thank her for sponsoring us and buy you some nice clothes, especially for Christmas.
She's dabbling in the men's wear now, too. So.
I can't wait.
Yeah, she got some cool camouflage pants.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer says, "Go Vawls." Alan says, "So can anyone answer my question? If Clemson beats SMU, who are they bumping out?" I think it could be Alabama.
Well, the only team to bump out is Alabama. Mm-hmm. The question is,
Alabama and SMU.
Yeah, it's either Alabama or SMU will get bumped out.
I
One of
think
the two.
SMU's out.
A lot of people have SMU still staying in, but taking the
Bama out.
Yep. No, I mean them going behind Alabama, like the 12.
But Clemson would go in, so that would add extra team. Clemson's not in now.
I understand we don't.
Alabama's the last team in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if SMU loses, they've still got them just still
on
staying.
the outside.
Yeah.
And Alabama's still in.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the two things would happen.
Yeah.
I just don't, and I get it. We don't want to place, make it. Oh, you made your conference championship game. You should obviously get in, but no. But in this case, when you have a team that has lost the conference championship game, and you're going to kick them out over a team that's not even in the top 3 in their conference to even make a conference championship game, then I think that's when you need to look at it just a little bit. I get it. We're trying to put in the best teams overall, but we got to eliminate this gray area. And I think that's the problem not only with this playoff system. I think that's what's wrong with everything in this world. There's too much gray, and we got to have more black and white. We got to have more standards.
Man, I think SMU is one of the best teams in the country right now. The way they play, man, they balling out.
Teddy Davis asked, "Do we get bumped down?" Teddy, that's pretty much an impossibility right now. 7th is as low as we're going to go.
Yeah, don't say
that.
No,
because literally 4 of the teams are playing against each other above us, and then the winner of the ACC is going to get that 3rd slot.
I'm still terrified that something's going to happen. They're going to be like, Tennessee don't need to be in there. Let's bump Alabama and Tennessee out.
It's at 3%, that 97% chance of being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Gosh, Robin's being arrogant tonight, boys.
What's he saying?
Jonathan says, "I'm glad Josh and Spank have their shirts on tonight."
Me too. It's cold.
I'm wearing a Tennessee shirt. It's just gray.
We're going to skip the stats and maximum segments this week. What we are going to talk about, though, is scenarios. Scenarios revolving around the college football playoff. Let's talk about the conference championship games. No predictions yet. We'll do that later in the show. ACC championship, number 8 SMU versus number 17 Clemson. Who we pulling for? Do the teams deserve to be in the college football playoff? Do they fall behind Tennessee if they lose?
So this is who we want to win, not who we think is going to win, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no predictions.
All right. I want to see Clemson win this game. I don't like Clemson being in the playoffs. I want to see them win for one reason and one reason only, is it could bump Alabama out of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And screw you, Bama.
Chaos.
I think it'd be ridiculous for a 3-loss Clemson team to come in and get a first-round bye. It may happen, but I'd like to see SMU go in that very last spot and say goodbye to Alabama.
I agree with you, man. I don't know how Clemson snuck around and got in there, but they did. And
just got to win the championship, man.
They'll probably wearing their purple breeches and all that. So we'll see.
Does any of these help the Vawls, you think, or no?
I don't think this game does.
I don't think this one does.
I don't know. Let's move on to the Big Ten championship. Number 1 Oregon versus number 3 Penn State.
Quack, 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 quack. Go Ducks.
Yeah, we need Tennessee, Oregon to score 50.
Yeah, we need Penn State to get absolutely rolled. and roll bad.
I'll say this: I'm a big Oregon fan. I like Dan Lanning, and I like him a whole lot.
It was Dion like 2 weeks ago.
Well, Dan Lanning. He
Had that
has
prime
a
hoodie on and
certain.
everything.
He's a football guy, and he'll make you run through a brick wall.
Listen, there's a lot of people at Ohio State wanting Dan Lane to come coach there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rumor going around Ohio State right now. I
I
kind
don't-
of peeked
I
in
don't
on
think he
Ohio
would
State
leave.
Twitter.
I don't think he would leave. He's got
I don't
that
think
Nike
he will
money
leave
up
either.
there
He's
at
got
Oregon.
Nike money up there.
Oh, yeah.
I want Oregon to just throttle Penn State. I really do.
I hope they do.
And if they do, there is a chance that Penn State will drop below Tennessee because their best win on the season is against Illinois, who's ranked number 19 or 20 in the country.
It's still that Big Ten bias, man. That's
It is.
what
They
scares
want
me.
They want White out
It
in
will
the
be-
playoffs. They
Yeah,
want
but it will be very hard for them to let a 2-loss Ohio State and a 2-loss Penn State to play home games. I just don't see it happening.
I'll go on this rant here in a minute, but I'll go. On
Yeah,
the
we're going
rant.
to talk about it again.
Again,
Yeah.
we're not making picks. We're just talking scenarios
Yep.
right now. But we need to push Penn State back as far as possible.
Listen, it's either if Penn State loses this game, we're either playing at Penn State or Penn State's playing at Neyland Stadium. One of those two things is going to happen. Count on that.
Key says Ohio State Buckeyes. Tennessee has no chance in Columbus in December.
Yeah, neither did Michigan.
Neither did Michigan. 21-point favorites, and you let a 6-5 Michigan team, the worst team in Michigan history, beat you. Nobody is scared to come up there
I don't know.
to Ohio
I
State.
don't. You know,
Nobody.
the seniors at Ohio State never beat Michigan.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is it 4 or 5 years in a row now?
I don't know why you all think that we're scared to come to somewhere cold in December.
It's not
Guys,
even loud.
It's 17 degrees outside here right now.
Even your own fans cry and complain about how quiet that it is in the stadium. Nobody is scared to come to.
It's an open stadium. It's a horseshoe.
Yeah,
You
no,
can't even complete your stadium.
nobody cares. I would be more scared to go to Penn State.
I would
Hell,
too.
I'd be
Yeah.
more scared to go play a 6-5 Michigan team than I would to come up there
Up there at the big
and
house.
play you all at the. Yeah,
Speaking of stadiums, playoff committee, are you not realizing what you got a chance to do? This is your first year, and you want to make money. You want to create sponsors. You want to create revenue. You want to get viewers. Notre Dame, wide out at Penn State, Neyland Stadium. What other home environments do you need? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Keith, I would be on my edge of my seat waiting for this to change after this week.
Yeah.
All right, Big 12 championship. Number 15, Arizona State I don't know why I'm saying at, versus number 16, Iowa State. Any effect at all for Tennessee here?
I don't think
I don't
either
think so
one
either.
affects us.
The only thing
That's
is,
going to be a good game.
It really is.
the winner of this game is going to get Notre Dame in that 5 slot. They'll be the 12 seed. I think it's going to be a good game. Notre Dame's getting cherry picked right to the semifinals though, because they'll get the winner of this game, and then they'll get the 4 seed in the next bowl game, which will likely be Boise State.
Yeah, I hope that changes.
It's not. That's the way it's going to be.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, the SEC championship. Number 2, Texas versus number 5, Georgia. We need Texas to absolutely boat race Georgia.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
It is.
A good team twice. Let's put it that way.
What happens if Georgia does? I mean, what if they beat Texas?
Texas is still
Like
gonna
the way
host.
they. Okay, so you don't think there's any chance they'll put Texas behind us
don't.
if Georgia just
Unless
beats the shit out of them?
If Georgia beats them by 40,
Possibly.
possibly. But if it's 20-point or less game, they're hosting.
If they actually looked at strength of schedule, they would be put behind us, though.
They
But
should.
The committee's going to say Texas' only loss is to Georgia. It just happened twice. That's what they'll say.
They had a good win against Arkansas.
Yep, I can't not believe that I'm pulling for Texas.
I can't.
But Texas, please.
Let's go,
Please.
Texas.
Yep, go Texas.
Horns down.
Horns down still. Let's hit the Mountain West Championship game. Number 10, Boise, and number 20, UNLV.
This will be a sneaky good game, I think. UNLV's not a pushover, man. Like you said earlier, Boise State, they're one-trick pony. You stop their run, they're not going to beat you. I don't think either one of these really will have an effect. But, you know.
We got more participation trophies for the bye weeks again
If
here.
UNLV wins, does a team like Tulane or Army have a chance to get in there?
It's supposed to be the highest-ranked group of 5.
What if Boise and SMU lose?
So, if Boise loses, they're out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What if Boise and SMU are both out?
Well, you got to
One
put
of them
someone in their
smaller schools
place.
got to make it.
Yeah, you got to put someone in their place, both of them. But
It'd be wild. Freedom Motors LLC is owned and operated by Chris Looper, top-notch pre-owned car dealership located at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville. Freedom Motors will do more for you to get the deal done than any other dealership around. If you want convenience, you can check out their entire inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. Once you pick the vehicle that is right for you, they can even deliver the vehicle right to your door. Check out Freedom Motors today and keep freedom rolling. Let's check the comment box. Justin says, horns down. You crack me up. All day, horns down. We hate Texas.
We hate Texas.
It's the fans. It's the fans. It's the arrogance, that type stuff.
Yeah, they tried to say that they had the block T first or the power T first and the interlocking UT logo. If it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't exist.
I can't say what Jordan said about Robin. Get in trouble.
Jeff says if Texas loses to Georgia, who's their best win?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M at this point, yeah.
Then Arkansas, then Vanderbilt.
But Arkansas was a bad loss for us, but it's a good win for Texas. Make sure you remember that.
I don't understand that, man. I don't get it.
Teddy says a team in the mountains is somehow scared of going up north. That's laughable.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't get why everybody thinks that Tennessee can't play in a cold weather game. It's cold, guys.
The way our team is set up, man, we're a defensive team. We like to run the ball. We're built for cold weather.
Josh Heupel is from South Dakota.
Yeah. Yeah, we do not care to go up there. It's just the only thing we're just talking about the principle of it all.
I can see Josh Heupel in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah,
it gets cold.
You're not affecting us at all. That's not even really an advantage. I wouldn't even consider Ohio State an advantage. Let's play one word. Feel free to play along with us in the comments. We give a subject, a person, a thing, and we've got one word to describe it. Are you all ready?
Let's do it.
The College Football Playoff Committee.
Joke.
Impossible.
Money.
I'm just going to go with bias. Christmas.
Christ.
Jesus. I should have went first.
Green.
Green?
Yeah, green and red. That's the colors. Think Chris.
I had Jesus. I'll go lights. Lady Vol, Coach Kim Caldwell.
Winner.
Home run.
Smoking.
Pregnant.
I'm going to go it.
Blame him.
It.
Let's go it. Spanky's 40 time.
Spanky, how tall are you?
6 foot.
I know, he's slower than 6'0".
14.456.
I'm going to say 6'4'5".
You give him a 6?
Mm-hmm. He ain't running no 6.
There ain't no way.
Put a cheeseburger in front of him, he's going to run for 6.
He might go for
Dino Nuggets, maybe.
Give me a 6.2.
There ain't okay.
On the Richter scale.
We got to do this.
We got to do the 40s.
We just got to race. We got to have a race.
I'm gonna go with 10 flat.
10. That's a second.
Are we
every
letting
10
him?
yards.
Are we letting him stretch out and stuff first, or is it just cold?
I bet he's
No,
flexible.
we got to stretch. We can't have any pulled hammies around here.
I'm gonna pull something regardless. So.
Did you give a time, Spur?
14.456.
I thought I was being mean with 10.
He fell. He fell and had to get back up.
Yeah,
I could see that happening too. Hamstring immediately.
Yeah, cramp, big muscle cramp. Go down the
You
back.
can't pull fat. Tell him.
Spanky's bench press max.
The bar.
Spur.
The bar. Spur.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
160. I'm giving you something.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm
You
gonna
ain't
go.
getting 160.
I'm gonna go 135. I'll give him 2 plates.
Give me 190.
Is that what you can get?
Yeah, give me 190.
We're gonna find out here in a minute.
We'll
We're going to film this.
Yeah.
We're going to film this. Let's go back and see who's
We're
correct.
gonna see who the most athletic of us three are.
We need to have a basketball game. No? Yeah?
I do basketball. I'd beat everybody here in the game of basketball.
We got to
Ain't
do
even a question.
something here.
Diego Pavia.
Punk.
Ball hog.
That's a good one.
Dora.
Door. I'm gonna go arrogant.
Yeah, I like Diego Pave till this week when I really listened to what he was saying. Just give me the ball 100 times, we'll win this game. The boys, football's not an eye game.
Nope.
And we proved
He got
this
smacked
week.
in the mouth a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go Stephen Hensley.
Friend.
VFL.
Reliable.
Friend.
Spanky, will you restart TikTok for us?
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Son of a bitches. I'm gonna go. Let's go insurance. Let's go realty. Boat.
Boat. Can't go wrong with VFL, man.
Let's go. I had VFL wrote down.
Yep.
Spurs DJ skills.
Unmatched.
Experienced.
What do you got, Spanky? I'll repeat it. Sturl.
Sturl the
I
pearl.
like it.
I'm gonna go antics.
Antics.
I'm glad you ain't got no blue on today. Keep that Pantone on. Thompson Bowen Arena.
Best. It's the best in college basketball. Way.
Blue hairs.
What?
I'll explain.
Spank. I hope blue hairs. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Thompson Bowen Arena.
I don't want to say Food City, but I don't.
Well, you just did.
I'll
That's
do
2
Foods.
words.
Okay, yeah, it's 2 words. Rowdy.
Rowdy. I'm gonna go underrated.
It is underrated.
It is.
Best jerseys in the NFL.
Detroit Lions is not even close.
Miami Dolphins.
Denver Broncos.
Of course. No, neither one of us said Titans.
Yeah.
The uniforms are pretty garbage.
They're not the NFL this year. They're not playing the CFL.
I had the Lions. Who had the Dolphins?
I did.
What'd you have, Spank?
Broncos.
Of course. I'm gonna go the Bills. I had the Lions and the Dolphins both wrote down.
Yeah.
Those gray Lions jerseys, man.
Oh, they look good. I'm so close to being a Lions fan. I go back and forth between
If they
them.
ever start Hendon Hooker for good,
Oh yeah.
I think I'll probably
too.
be a Lions
I go
fan.
back and forth between them and the Bills, but it's so nice to wake up on Sundays and not have a team and just enjoy
I don't let Sunday
football.
affect me.
I don't either.
I don't care regardless.
I'll watch a Titans game and laugh at it now.
it's
really do.
laughable, man. I turn it on and like, really?
Travis says Dallas has the best jerseys.
He's
I like the throwbacks.
The ones they wore on Thanksgiving. I do like those.
I like them. Jeff said Summit for Thompson Bowen Arena. That's good.
That's a
like
good
it.
one.
I can't believe one of us didn't have that.
I don't know why we didn't either.
Eric says the Ravens purple jersey. I'll go with the Ravens all black uniforms. They look really good.
The
Classic.
Bengals all white's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Bengals all white looks good. Especially when the
The
helmet
Bengals have
too.
some nice uniforms, man.
I like the Jags. The dark
Jags
blue.
look pretty good.
Yeah.
Justin says the Buccaneers.
Them creamsicles are nice.
Them creamsicles
I like the
are nice.
creamsicles. The month of December.
Cold.
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Basketball.
I'm gonna go Christmas.
What a Warburg answer.
It is. It is. No, that's November.
That's November.
Yeah, that's November.
We can't talk about that on this show.
No, we can't. That'll be good.
Gotta be good, boys. We had to restart TikTok. We had about 14,000 likes on there, so get us back up there. They loved to kick us off at about the hour mark.
Yeah.
They didn't even give us a puzzle piece unless Spanky missed it.
No, they didn't even
Whoever
give us
just
one.
called into the show, we're not able to take calls right now. The audio just isn't working out on calls. So text us if you want in.
Michael says expensive for December. That is a good one. I had money wrote down.
It's going to get very expensive soon.
Robin said, Luke, join the Bills Mafia.
I want to, man. I want to.
I can see you jumping off a van
yeah.
and going through a table.
Yeah, I've been pulling. I pull for him hard because of David Stewart, but it's hard to. It's so nice to not have a team.
We
to just
spend-
wake up and.
We spend
I
all
couldn't
day
ima-
Sunday recovering, don't we?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine stressing out all day Sunday. I mean, it wouldn't be as bad, but Saturday's rough. Saturday is rough. All right, thank you all for listening to that segment presented by VFL. Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty. Stephen is from my hometown. He's a Vawls for life, literally the best agent you will find in East Tennessee. He's done over 500 real estate transactions in the last 3 years, including helping former NFL great and Super Bowl champion Rodney Harrison and his family purchased their Knoxville home so they could come watch their son Christian Harrison play at Tennessee. Stephen played 3 seasons as a walk-on under Philip Fulmer. In his senior year, he played under Lane Kiffin. He went to UT as a wide receiver. He moved to backup punter his junior year. Finished off his senior year at running back. Text or call Stephen anytime, 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. Give VFL Stephen Hensel your business. Let him know that the Vawls Deep podcast sent you. We still got a lot to do. Still got a lot to discuss. Share this out to your friends for us, and sit tight. We'll be right back.
Checkerboard, check the score. We're gonna be on top. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Gators, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all ball, bring it on. We're all ball, bring it on. The Vol Navy's getting crazy on the Tennessee. We're tailgating, just waiting for that power tee. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Bama, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing that song. We're all ball, bring it on. Bring it on. Butch and crew coming through, got this thing on lock. Checkerboard, check the score. We gonna be on top. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Georgia, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all
Back. All right, we are back. Still a lot to do for tonight's episode of the Vawls Deep podcast. We have over or under coming up next. The duel will follow. We need all of our listeners for that. We need you to vote in the comment section. After that, we'll be getting into our college football pick'ems for a chance at a $25 gift card courtesy of Hound Dog and some pretty cool stuff from the Vol Navy. Also, you get to see this week's loser, yet again, Josh, draw out of the cup of misfortune.
He said it twice now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just playing. You're solid this week. Nothing to worry about. Stick around. And
You keep saying that. I'm
and we'll
gonna
tell you
worry.
all about that. We'll talk about whoever has to, or we'll get to see somebody dip into the cup of misfortune. Hound Dogs is locally owned and operated right in the heart of West Knoxville. They have the largest selection of youth clothing and tons of the checkerboard overalls that we all wear. They have them in all stock sizes. They carry a huge variety of brands like Vol Navy, our great sponsor Tennessee Trends that Amy Maxwell owns, Vintage UT, 865 Life, Old 10, and many other small business brands. Check out Hound Dogs in person at 9250 Kingston Pike or online at hdknoxville.com. Before we hit the duel, who's the winner? You're the champ? Okay.
I'm the champ.
He's the champ.
There's the belt. We're gonna leave it up there now.
Everything's cold.
All right. I didn't have it wrote down. All right,
You could
Josh.
serve a plate
for-
of Mayfield ice cream on that
For
thing.
TikTok purposes, Josh is the champ, so raise your hand. The belt's above him. Spanky, raise your hand for TikTok, and Spur is in the middle. They're going to battle it out over 5 tough questions. This is listener voted, so in the comments, cast your vote for Josh, Spank, or Spur, whoever you believe is winning the duel. Let's see if Josh can defend his belt. Are you all ready?
Let's
Let's
do
go.
it.
What is the college football playoff committee most wrong about after yesterday's poll?
Go ahead, Josh. I know what you got wrote down.
Man, I think it's Ohio State getting put in ahead of us. They lost a horrible 6-5 Michigan team. You dropped 4 spots, and for some reason you're hosting a playoff game now. You got rewarded for losing to Michigan. That's a horrible mistake.
It is egregious. I knew one of you all would say that. We're supposed to do different answers here. So my answer is putting in a 3-loss Alabama team who has 2 losses to unranked teams, including a 21-point loss just 2 weeks ago to a team that went 2-6 in the SEC. That'd be Oklahoma, by the way.
Yep.
There should be no name recognition when it comes to playoff rankings. South Carolina deserves to be in over Bama based on the past 6 weeks of play for sure. They just beat Clemson, a team that's going to play for a playoff spot. I can't believe I'm taking up for South Carolina here. I really can't. Both teams had 3 losses, but South Carolina has gotten better as the season went along, especially here late in the year. South Carolina is playing better than Alabama and Ole Miss right now, for that matter. Alabama's in for one reason and one reason only, and that's because of their name.
You know, a couple of weeks ago we was told, and I'm probably going to help you make your point here, but a couple of weeks ago we was told that head-to-head don't matter.
Yeah.
That's the reason they're ahead of South
We
Carolina.
heard it in 2022 a lot,
Sure
too.
did.
Yeah. They said head-to-head, don't matter.
But both these two right here, they made the 2 big points that everybody's talking about. Ohio State not going below us, or Alabama being in, not some other teams. But no, the travesty in it all is the lack of movement. If we're being honest here, the lack of movement, it kind of is what got me. Ohio State, they were not penalized or rewarded because Ohio State, they were going to host a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
They was going to host a playoff game, and them losing, bam, it does nothing to them now. Alabama getting in, they got 3 losses. They're trying to say that they're trying to go for the best teams on the field. Well, they're failing at that. So their biggest mistake was even releasing it this week. Like, why do it? I get it. You got to fill a TV spot. I get it. You want to try to build buzz and build a rating for this Sunday, but just don't even put it out.
He just made both of our points for us.
Pretty much.
Thanks, Mikey.
Well,
Yeah, Jeff says a 3-loss team should not be considered this year bearing a conference championship.
No.
I disagree because I think all 3-loss teams, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Alabama, are better and more deserving than Miami.
All right, question 2. Sorry, I got ahead. What is the best Christmas movie of all time?
Go ahead, Spur.
I went with The Elf. Will Ferrell is great in this movie.
Solid, Spur.
It stands the test of time, and it's good for any age at any time. You can watch Elf any time of the year. I'll give us a shout-out for a second one after you all are done, just in case. Okay. Go ahead.
Man, my favorite Christmas movie of all time is A Christmas Story. I love that
You'll
movie.
shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I love it. I've got a couple others that I wrote down that are solid movies, man. But I love when it's on TBS, I think, for 24 straight hours around Christmas. I love that movie.
If you don't have it memorized by now, then something's wrong.
You got many options here for Christmas movies. You got what these two said here.
If you say what I think you're going to say.
Please do it.
He's going to say Lampoons.
You got Lampoons. That's a great one.
No?
I really thought of that one.
I know what
but
he's
no,
gonna say.
I'm going with Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That is a great Christmas
Die
movie.
Hard.
It's not
It is
a
great
Christmas movie.
I knew it was
Christmas
coming.
movie. I
Bruce-
love it. It is one, and my number
Bruce
2
Willis has
is
come
all
out and
3
said that
of
it's not-
Tim Allen's Santa Claus movies. Bam. Discussion over.
Bruce Willis has come out and said that it is not a Christmas movie.
Well, you know what? It is a Christmas movie. Hate to
It's
break
not
it
a
to you.
Christmas movie. Just because it takes place at Christmas does not make it a Christmas movie.
Okay, fine. If a Christmas movie is taking place at Halloween, does it make it a Christmas movie then? What makes it a Christmas movie? Oh, because it's happening at Christmas time.
I gave the best answer was The Elf.
I don't know. Christmas Story is classic. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I wish Spanky would shoot his eye out.
Jeff Hensley says Lampoons. Travis Daniels says Die Hard.
I love it. I love it. Lampoons.
Lampoons is a good one, man. It's classic.
I wonder if they know the Commodores.
We got a cousin Eddie.
Fragile. It's Italian.
Really?
You serious, Clark?
Vol calls Robbie, said National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Hey, save the neck for me.
All right, question 3. Other than Candace Parker, who's the best Lady Vol basketball player of all time?
I'm going to take this one, boys. Shamiqua Holesclaw. Damn you. She was awesome. Holesclaw finished her career with 3,025 points, 1,295 rebounds. She's the all-time leading scorer and rebounder at Tennessee in both men's and women's history. She was all-time leading scorer and rebounder in SEC women's basketball history and all-time leading scorer and rebounder in the NCAA tournament women's history with 470 points and 197 rebounds in the tournament alone. So Shamiqua Holesclaw, you could almost argue, was as good, if not better, than Candace Parker. They're 1-2, and you can interchange them.
I think you hit the nail on the head, man. And I'm not even going to argue with you on that one because there's only one answer to this question.
Yeah.
Nobody else is even close.
You can have a third. There's a third.
Tamika Catchings.
Tamika Catchings is a third.
That's a good one.
She was great, but you can't beat Holesclaw, man. She owns the record for 1,233 field goals made. That is a record, and the closest one behind it in Tennessee history is Candace Parker.
Jeff says Catchings
797.
Besides them two, to me, and this is not going to be a popular opinion because people do not like her right now because of some recent history.
God.
Kelly Jolly.
Oh, which one?
I'm going with Holly Warlick.
Spanky, leave.
Hey, I got a story about Holly Warwick if you want to hear it.
Sure.
So Holly Warwick played at Tennessee in the late 70s, like 77 to 80. It's the first year at Pat Summit. You know who they played that year? They played a team that was coached by Andy Landers, Roan State Community College.
Yep.
My mom was on that team.
Really?
And my mom remembers getting floored at half court by a point guard for Tennessee, a freshman point guard. She has no clue who it was. When I went and looked up the roster, that'd probably be Holly Warwick.
Oh, okay. That's
Just
cool.
for reference, that was Pat Summit's first or second year at Tennessee, and Roan State beat them.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, they were good. They had Andy Landers was their coach, who was a head Hall of Fame coach at Georgia. So
Didn't Betty Redmond play on that team too
I'm not sure.
for Roan State?
I'm not sure.
I think she did.
All right. Question 4. In the future, should college football expand the college football playoffs? Why or why not? If so, how many teams belong?
No, they shouldn't expand it. I think 12's a good number because if we keep wanting to expand it, see, that's what's wrong with today's society. Everybody wants in. Everybody wants a trophy. Everybody wants to belong. Well, guess what? Not everybody belongs. Okay? The reason we went to a 12-team playoff is because there were so many other good teams getting left out. After the 12, if you can't make it in that 12, you don't deserve to be in. You don't deserve to be in consideration. And the season is just not long enough to keep expanding because football is not like basketball and it's not like baseball. You have to have recovery time because of the impact that your body takes in the game of football. So, no, I think 12 is the perfect number.
Guys, I can't argue that too much after this year. I'm not sure we should expand again. This season has been the absolute best college football season ever. And it may be because we're more involved. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's been so many plot twists and turns.
Well, NIL helps a lot.
NIL
too.
helps a lot.
It's evened up the teams.
Yeah, there's more parity in college football. It's not even over with these plot twists. There's another full week of championship games. But here's reality. 16 is the max. But I got some thinking to do. If you do 16 teams, then you eliminate the conference championship games altogether, and you take your 4 power conferences and you make the conference championship games round 1 of the playoffs. So you make those bowl games mean something. The championship games, you make them mean something. And then you take those 8 teams, that's the first round, and you take 8 at large.
See,
Simple as that.
You could sit here and argue both sides of this all day long. There's arguments for it and there's arguments against. I think it's great right where it's at. 12 teams. It's been a crazy year, like you said, man. If you do any more, you've already got rid of some bowl games that had merit to them that they don't have merit anymore. They're a semifinal game. They're a quarterfinal game or whatever. But those New Year's Six bowls that we used to try to get to, they're a thing of the past.
Well, not if we win the first game.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
Bowl games mean nothing anymore. They are, like Spanky said, participation trophies.
I'll tell you what we're going to see a lot of this year. Teams that don't make the playoffs, we're going to see even more of these seniors sit out the bowl games because they really don't mean anything now.
I kind of disagree with the fact of the conference championship game, and I get it. You know, we're looking at it now like a team like Clemson, who does not deserve to be in the playoffs. Though they got a chance to be in it. I say that's what makes it exciting. But like to me, if you ain't gonna have a conference champion, why have a conference? If you ain't gonna have a championship game, why have a conference?
Well, you know, if that well, you can still have a conference champion, but have a conference championship game. But if we just eliminate the conference championship, then we let the Power 4 conferences get 2 automatic bids each. That's what if they're expanding. If they're not expanding, leave it the way it is. The thing is, we're arguing right now over the viability of Boise State or Arizona State or even Clemson getting a bye in the first round when they don't deserve it.
Right.
So you got to find a better way to get a bye in this first round.
And that's why I don't think you expand it, man, because once you get 16 in there, you know, who's our top 16?
You know as well as I do, though, if they want to buy for Clemson or Boise State this year, they'd give that buy to Ohio State or somebody that don't deserve it.
Yeah, you're right. But I just don't think they should expand it. They need to fix the committee. That's one thing I do know, because I think
fired head coaches.
I'm okay with that. But I don't like how they've done things. They've screwed it up yet again. They need to find a better way to do it.
They haven't screwed it up yet, but they're very close to doing so.
No, they're screwing the pooch. It's barking right now,
put
buddy.
Retired head coaches on there. Make Nick Saban the chair. Put Philip Fulmer on there. Put we'll put Urban Meyer on there. We'll put all these old.
No, not Urban Meyer. No, Urban Meyer.
You gotta have diversity here.
Well, I don't want Nick Saban on there either, because
here's what you do.
Recognize that Alabama A, buddy.
No, look, Nick Saban. I think if college football is going to have a commissioner, it needs to be Nick Saban. And I get it. We can say it because he was Bama's coach or whatever. But who in the past year or so, or in the past few years, has predicted and projected the way college athletes and college athletics was going to go than more than Nick Saban? He projected it. It was like it was written out on a cloud, and we wouldn't listen to him.
You want
That's
more?
why he
chaos?
retired.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, though. If you're going to have this committee or whatever, then this committee needs to be 100% anonymous. Nobody needs to know who they are till the very end.
Yep.
Till the very end. They signed a non-disclosure agreement that they're not going to talk about it, period. We can get the rankings, but we don't need to know who's doing those rankings till the very end, so there's less influence from people on the outside.
Exactly. If you want more chaos in college football, you know who your commissioner needs to be? Pat McAfee.
And Lee Corso.
Lee Corso. Well,
Sure.
he needs to retire.
Indiana,
man.
number 1.
Jeff says 12, but take the best teams and leave conference championships out of the criteria. Eric says need the top 12 ranked teams.
What is the criteria?
Tyler says take whatever they want it to be at the time. Tyler says take the conference championships out, 12 best teams. Chase says I think they need to expand to 16 so that garbage teams like Boise and Arizona State don't take a spot of a deserving team that actually plays teams and that aren't dead.
There's no way deserving below SMU right now.
Justin says I think a 16 team is fine. The top 8 teams host teams ranked 9 to 16.
See,
Travis says leave it as is, but conference champs shouldn't get a bye if their strength of schedule is weak or have more than one loss.
guys, I can tell you, it's turned into must-see TV because I know where I've been every Tuesday afternoon about 7 o'clock for the last 5 weeks.
Yep. Watching ESPN.
Watching ESPN.
Yep. All right. Let us know in the comments who's winning the duel. We got a final question. So far, Josh is in the lead again. If Tennessee makes it past the first round of the playoffs, where would you pick to play the semifinal? Which bowl game?
Give me anything but the Rose Bowl, because all of them are in driving distance.
I said the same thing, really. My answer is simply selfish. It's Atlanta. It's an easy drive. It's a nice stadium, and it'd be filled with Tennessee fans.
I'd
so
like
give
to,
me Atlanta.
I mean, we could go to Sugar
Peach
Bowl.
Bowl.
We could go to the Sugar Bowl too, and still be filled up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice stadium down there too.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl. Golly, it's too. I looked at plane tickets and everything for the Rose Bowl today because that's where we're matched up to go right now.
It would be awesome.
Now I am going to say this, and I'm just going to roll up my sleeve for this one. Here's what's about to piss me off about the college football playoffs, and I'm just going to tell you, Spanky. Sorry to cut you off here and not even let you talk. What's about to piss me off? Georgia. Georgia is about to play the SEC championship game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. If they lose and still get a home game, that game is going to be at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, or no, Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. If they win that game, they're going to the Peach Bowl. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, guess where the national championship game is at this year?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in
Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia will have to travel less than 100 miles for 3 of their playoff games. That's ridiculous.
I think they should have to go to the Rose Bowl.
Ah.
They even during the regular season.
Yeah, they look up there too because they play. They always have that opener or whatever, and it's always Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They don't even have to play Florida at Florida. They play Georgia Tech. I mean, it's all the same area. I mean, they
never
look
had
up so much.
Their farthest trip, they take one road trip to Texas this year.
Yeah, they want everybody to feel sorry for them this year. It's like, no.
Normally their furthest trip is to Knoxville.
Yep.
If Georgia wins that first round playoff game, they need to go somewhere other than Atlanta.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it is what it is.
If I had to pick a bowl game to go to, I want to go to the Las Vegas Bowl.
That's not. Is that one of the choices?
You said a bowl game. Las Vegas Bowl, baby. Why
We're
would
talking
you
about
want to go to Las
playoff-
Vegas?
The playoff.
The playoffs, bud.
Playoffs, thank you.
Oh, he said a bowl game. Well, playoff ones. Give me the Rose Bowl.
Spanky
Just
doesn't
for
even
the
win the
pageantry.
playoffs.
You know what? Why do you want the Rose Bowl, Spank? I just want to know why you want
Because the
Rose Bowl.
pageantry and how many times has Tennessee played in the Rose Bowl?
That wouldn't be good for us because Oregon wouldn't have to travel very far.
No, and it's on New Year's.
I'd love to go. Look, hey, the farther it is, the better the ride home is.
I can tell you right now.
You have the Fiesta Bowl, you have the Rose Bowl, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, or the All-State Sugar Bowl.
I thought he meant like actual bowl games.
No.
I was just,
You're an idiot.
If Tennessee makes it past the first round of the playoffs,
That
Rowan's
should-
picked to play the semifinal.
And that should have been quarter, not semi. That's my fault.
It's quarterfinal.
Travis Daniels said, "Why not the AutoZone Bowl?"
Honest-
Music City Bowl.
Music
Frankie.
City, baby.
yeah.
All right, let us know in the comments, in your opinion, who won the duel. Freedom Motors, if you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, work vehicle, or van, even a boat, look no further than Freedom Motors. Guaranteed financing, and they will give you the absolute best money for your trade-in. They can guarantee financing solely based off of the relationship and reputation that they have with the local banks. The owner, Chris Looper, has been in the automotive industry for decades. He only brings the best of the best to his lot. Go see Chris at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville, or check out the Freedom Motors inventory online at freedommotors.tn.com.
Who even plays in the Las Vegas Bowl? Is it like a Mountain West team?
It's usually UNLV.
Yeah.
Would y'all not like to go to Vegas?
Let's just go to
Like,
Vegas, Spanky. Let's just go.
I mean, we can go to a Raiders game. I'm pretty sure they're pretty cheap. Tickets are because they're terrible.
Let's just go to Vegas. I'd be down with that. As a matter of fact, the easiest way to get to the Rose Bowl is a fly to Vegas and drive to Los Angeles. Just saying, boys. Las Vegas New Year's, I'd be all right with that.
It'd be fun. It'd be expensive.
It's going to be expensive no matter what we do.
My head hurts
be fun.
already.
that's a cool uniform Morgan's gonna wear this weekend.
All right, Spur has took the lead. Jonathan says he's voting for the Vol Daddy. I appreciate that very much.
Since we have the same last name, that vote goes to me.
All right, and when there's a loser, when there's a winner, that means there has to be a loser.
I'm sorry, boys.
It's time to announce last week's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and announce the winner, Spur,
the winner
for our Facebook page.
for our Facebook Vols Deep Pick'ems with a perfect 10-0 was Jared King. He won the tiebreaker. There was 2 to 3 guys that had 10-0, but Jared King picked 55 total points. He was closest to the final score of the Tennessee Vanderbilt game. So congratulations to Jared King. We've already got your address. I think you was listening on TikTok earlier, so appreciate all the support.
Awesome. Spur, you got a pity vote from Jeff Hensley.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
No, Spank got that vote.
Oh, sorry.
Pity vote for
My
Spank.
bad. Spank, my bad.
Well, it's pretty pity, that's for sure.
Spur is in the lead.
Yeah, that was pitiful.
All right, so now it's time to announce our college football records from last
9.
week.
Yeah.
The Vol Daddy went 9-1.
Wow.
I'm now 94-51 overall, making a comeback, baby.
Atta baby. What place are you in? Still in line?
Oh, no, I'm last. Yeah. Spanky, 8-2.
Good job, Spanky.
Yeah.
He's 97-48.
Well, where am I at?
You're in second place. And then you've got Spur. He went 7-3. In first place, 102-43. Then you got Josh. He went 6-4.
I knew the whole time, buddy.
He is 95-50. I really mess with your emotions, buddy.
You do, man. It's painful.
I apologize.
I knew something.
I
was up,
knew
but
something was
kept
up.
me-
He kept talking about it. He was like, man, I'm terrible this week. I'm like, I started to go back and listen to it. And I should have, because I normally do, just to see who
All
does
day
what.
guys talked about this for 4 days.
I knew there was somebody plotting against me. I could feel it.
All right, so Josh, for the third time in a row, you have to draw out of the cup of misfortune right
Third time
now.
in a row. Jeez.
You can. That's 3 in a row.
Is it? Oh, yeah, the shirt thing. Yeah.
Well, you didn't do one of them.
Yeah.
This could be a combo. This could be a combo thing here. Is a 24-hour Waffle House challenge in there? That'd be perfect right now.
That'd be a good one. You do both.
Hey, how about we do this? What about we do this? Whatever is in there, he can either pick that or he's got to do the Waffle House challenge at 2 different Waffle Houses.
2 different. He's already got to marry or propose to someone at Waffle House.
All right, y'all let him draw. You shaking?
Yeah, I'm shaking it, of course.
Hey, I'm live on the air. I'll call you back.
That's twice. You gonna shake this thing or not?
Yeah.
Is there a freebie in there anywhere?
Freebie? That'd be a good idea for next year. We could put like
A free pass.
like you get off.
Or you hand the cup to somebody else and they had to draw.
Yo, that
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Talking
I said that a couple weeks ago.
Uno rules.
Uno rules
Uno
reverse.
reverse card.
Yeah, reverse card.
Pick another. Yeah.
Draw 4. Let's see what you got, big dog.
It literally.
He's already done this one.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
That's where he had to call.
No,
in
he
numbers.
he didn't do it.
It's got his name on.
Y'all said put it back in there.
Well,
That was fate right there.
Man, Josh, thought you had to be arguing that.
Y'all said put it back in there. What we got?
Call a random number and tell them you need help burying a body.
You gonna
you
do
gotta
it?
be serious about it too.
You gotta be serious about it. You act like you know them.
All right. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Okay. We'll do it. So Josh has to call a random number and tell him he needs help burying a body.
We'll plot this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that one good.
Yeah, we can.
I'll get canceled again.
Our sponsor, Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, donates $100 of every real estate closing to charities. He's already donated over $9,000 since doing this. Some of those charities include Cofield and Wartburg Youth Sports and the Legends of Tennessee Football Camp, which I personally help put on for our small communities. He's your go-to resource for all things insurance and real estate in our area. Too bad he can't help you out, Josh. 865-742. So he needs to get you some insurance on these,
Yeah,
on
he'll
these pick'ems. 865-742-1672 is his direct line. Call or text him, whichever you prefer. Please let him know the Vawls Deep podcast sent you.
He'd probably help me bury the body.
They would get you a deal on it.
Get you some life insurance.
Life insurance. Hey, man, this dude needs some life insurance.
Did you have insurance? This is a question.
All right, game 1.
I'm afraid.
Los Angeles Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
It's a really good game. I think it's an underrated game. The Chargers are playing well, but I'm taking the Chiefs at home.
Yeah, if it was in L.A., I'd probably take Chargers, but
How about them Chiefs?
I've got the Chiefs as well. We've got Chiefs around the board. Game 2, Seattle Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals.
give me the Seahawks.
Golly, I thought I was going to go different on this one, but no, I'm taking Seattle. They're playing well.
You know, Seattle is 4-1 on the road this
Yeah,
year.
I do.
Spank.
Give me the Cardinals.
I've got the Cardinals as well. The Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man, the Browns have been.
And Winston had like
thorn.
500 pass yards.
I know.
And still-
I cut him again. Twice I've had him and cut
Dude,
him.
I cannot pick a tight end to save my life. I got 2 good ones, and it don't matter. Whichever one I start, plays like shit. And the other one just kills it every week.
Give me the Steelers, man. Even though the Browns have been a thorn in the side, man. But
Yeah. Give me the Steelers at home.
Steelers.
I've got the Steelers as well. The Browns won early in the season, though.
Mm-hmm.
Game 4, Jacksonville Jaguars at your Tennessee Titans.
Titans winning this one.
Well, let me tell you, this is a ratings war right here. This may generate as much as Spanky's Wrestling on TV.
Yeah. I bet, yeah.
You want Titans?
About 900.
CBS is excited for this game. Give me the Titans.
Yeah. If Trevor Lawrence was playing, I'd probably take Jacksonville, but I'm going to take the Titans.
Spanker, are you going Titans?
Yeah, tighten up.
Who is Jacksonville's quarterback?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Better than Will Levis.
I'm going to go Titans, too. I really don't want to. But Game 5, the Sun Belt Championship. Marshall versus Louisiana.
Give me the Raging Cajuns.
I should have done some research on this one. Just to be different, give me Marshall.
We are Marshall.
I've got the Raging Cajuns as well. The MAC Championship, Ohio versus Miami, Ohio.
Give me Miami.
I can't pick anything that says Ohio, and they both say Ohio. Why'd you have to do that? Give me Miami as well.
Give me Miami of Ohio.
I've got Miami as well.
We're going to watch these next four, I have a feeling.
Luke, did you say you picked Marshall?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Game 7, the Big 12 Championship, Iowa State versus Arizona State.
Give me Arizona State.
Spanky.
Give me the Devils.
Give me Arizona State.
I'm going to be different. I'm going to go with Iowa State.
Okay.
It's either going to be really good or really bad.
I got to do some catching up here. All right, Game 8, the Big 10 Championship, Penn State versus Oregon.
Penn State's got a 54% chance of winning.
Not today.
I don't know what they know that we don't know because Penn State is not very good.
So your Ducks from Spur?
Yeah, give me the Ducks.
Spank.
Ducks.
Josh?
Give me Oregon.
I've got the Ducks as well. Game 9, the ACC Championship, Clemson versus SMU.
Give me SMU.
SMU.
Give me Dabo.
I've got Dabo as well.
Oh, yeah?
Give me Clemson. Game 10, the SEC Championship, Georgia versus Texas plus the total points. Give me Georgia and give me 52 total points.
Give me Georgia and give me 53 total points.
Give me Texas. I'm going to take 49 points.
Give me Georgia. And give me 50 points.
I know I'm going to take Texas. God bless Texas.
All right, Spur operates a Facebook page for the Pick'ems. Explain to the people, Spur, how the Pick'ems go for our listeners.
All right, these 10 games, I think there's 10 games this week, are all going to be on the Vawls Deep Podcast Facebook page. Comment under that post only which of these 10 winners you think are going to win. The tiebreaker this week will be the total points scored in the SEC championship game between Georgia and Texas. We'll announce the winner next week right here live on the Vawls Deep Podcast.
I like it. Thank you all for listening to us, whether it's live or after we publish our live. Check us out on all of our platforms. We appreciate all of our sponsors more than we can put into words. Please support them because they support us and they make this show happen. We'll be back next week. Again, man. Spur
I leave
has won the dual belt. So, congrats, Spur.
All right, I'm happy.